This deck is one of the safest decks to level up in the entire game. Clash Royale is tricky because a lot of the time you find a deck and you want to level up a deck, but you can't because you're not sure if it's going to get nerfed. This deck is nerf proof, and it is always strong in the meta, even when the meta is crappy like this one. The deck is Lava Miner, and it is not going away, I promise you. So we're going to Lava in the back for this bandit. I'm not really worried. Yep, not really worried about that. Yeah. Bro, dude, he is going in. We just started the video. Why are you going in so hard, bro? Alright, but this is fine because we're just chilling with the Phoenix right here because my man has spent literally all of his elixir and we're going to have a good time going in here. Not worried about the Mega Knight because a lot of the times the Mega Knight is not going to do a lot of damage by itself. It may be threatening, but you do not have to respond to it immediately, I promise you. So he's going drill. What? Drill wall? What? I didn't know Mega Knight had drill wall breakers in it, but I mean, whatever. We're going to be fine here because we're just tower trading with our opponent, which is definitely a good thing to do with Lava Hound, especially if you know they don't have any counters in hand or they are low on elixir. And as you can see, we're punishing with this beautiful Skeleton King ability right here. He's going to go Goblins. I'm pretty sure they're all going to die to this ability because the Firecracker's distracted by that baby Phoenix up top. And look at that. We're going to take him all the way down to 508 HP. Just off of one Skeleton King and an ability. That's why this deck is so strong, because you are going to be able to get tons of offensive value. And the defense with this deck is really solid for being a Lava Hound deck, where Lava Hound isn't known for having good defense, but this deck, this deck is good, ladies and gentlemen. I'm more of a lavaloon player myself, so I'm still trying to master Lava Miner, but it is definitely a very strong deck. We're going arrows here, trying to get a connection on the tower. The bats are going to ruin that for us, unfortunately, but yeah, I'm going to be a little bit careful, especially when your opponent is sitting on 10 elixir. You do not want to go Lava Hound immediately because Lava Hounds are dangerous. Lava Hound in the back when your opponent's at full elixir, that usually leads to destruction for you because you won't be able to defend them. But we choose to go in with lava at opportune times. As you can see, we are getting this lava to the tower. We only need to dish out like 500 damage, so it's safe. But all we need to do is just make sure that I'm not at risk of getting 3 crown. And we could just go in with this flying machine. And this plus the miner should be able to wrap up his entire king tower. We could just focus on defense now. And what would have been a very tricky matchup, we wrapped it up in the first minute or minute and a half of the game. So that was definitely the right play to go in on offense early, absolutely stun the opponent, and just play some light defense. Alright, game number 2, we've got Mohart Cracker. I wonder if he's running Firecracker. I mean, I think that's what the Heart Cracker would mean, but let me know, guys, in the comments, are you guys facing more Firecracker than usual? Because I am 100% facing more Firecracker. Like, we just faced it the last game, and that's kind of what convinced me to go put arrows in this deck, or run a deck with arrows in it. This deck always has arrows, but yeah, because I've been facing a lot of Firecracker, and like Expo 3.0 and bait decks, and I feel like this dominates those cycle decks as far as Lava Hound goes. So, it looks like he will be running Drill Cycle, which is, you never really face back-to-back drills, but, yeah, we're gonna go Bomber to take, or we're gonna go Flying Machine, take out the Bomber, and we're gonna go Skeleton King on this drill. Pretty simple, and the Skeleton King's actually gonna get a ton of value here, because it is also gonna stop this Valk. That's a big W from the Skeleton King right here. And we got a bunch of damage with that Flying Machine and the Miner push. That was definitely a W. This guy's got one of the fastest cycling drill decks in the game, so it's nice. It's hard to deal with it sometimes, because the spam is insane, but that's when you have to realize that, you know, offensive pressure is going to reward you immensely, because if you sit here the whole game and just let him barrage your towers, you're never going to get to go in on offense, and you're never going to win the game. So we've got to force out, see, like, look at the spam, bro. The spam is crazy. But yeah, we're going to go, all right, we're going to give up a wall breaker hit. That's fine with me because we are going to get a counter push here, and we gave up damage in the tower with more HP in it. So when you're considering when to take damage and when not to take damage, consider the HP of your tower, because if you're giving up damage in a tower that's already almost dead, or like not almost dead, but that's weaker. As you could see, the left tower was at 2,800 and the right tower was at 4,000. I'm okay with taking a little damage in the right lane if it means getting a better offensive push down. So that's what we did, and now we're leading by 700 damage. I'm going to go with the miner here because I don't like going with a lava when my opponent has a pressure deck like this. Because imagine if we just went lava there and he did the same thing he just did with like the Valk wall breakers and then bomber drill in the other lane. So the Phoenix is going to do a relatively fine job. All we needed to do was save our tower with around like 1,000 HP left, and we did. So the flying machine comes in because it is going to bolster our push as well as play some defense. So that's why I like the flying machine there. And also it's going to force out, yep, a fireball from him. So now we can go with the drags. Just simple fireball baiting. Going with the miner back here because I need to get that damage. And we're going to pull the Valk back. This is huge. And now the lava pups are going to lock onto the tower, which is why I always go with my miner back behind the tower, because it's going to pull the Valk or any ground units the opponent uses. Sorry for the stutter. But yeah, beautiful game number 2. 2 drill decks in a row. That's kind of rare, but Skeleton King is very good against the drill, and so is the fireball bait. Even when your opponent has Inferno Tower, fireball bait comes in clutch. Uchicha, I don't, you know how many times I've seen that? Uchiya? I still don't know how to pronounce it. It's some weeb type. I'm not doing none of that weeb stuff, but like, oh my god. Okay, we're going to full counter this mini P.E.K.K.A though with this miner placement, which is a W. Unless he zaps, then I'll have to be careful. No zap. But yeah, the amount of like Uchihiyas, or however you pronounce that, is insane. Like Madera Uchichia, or, you know, Uchichia something something. I don't know what it means. I don't know. I'm not on that weeb pack, but like still, dude, that's just, it's crazy to me. Like, it's like I'm missing out on some massive reference. Oh my god. Okay, we're not arrowing that. Yep, I know he's going to use that damn monk ability. I know it. And beautiful skeleton dragons. Okay, not beautiful skeleton dragons. Dude! The raged minion. Oh my god, the raged monk! Ooh, Zooey mama, dude. That was ridiculous. But now he doesn't have pressure. Or at least he doesn't have the pressure I was thinking of. So we're going to go into this lava here, and we're going to go in Skeleton King in just a second, also to wrap up this mini P.E.K.K.A. And I'm not going to hit this ability because I don't think it would have got off in time. So we're going to take 2 mini P.E.K.K.A hits. I'm fine with that because this guy has a giant deck that I can play defense on. So we're going to tank 3,000 damage, and you guys have to trust me on this one, okay? We're not going to go arrows. We're going to go miner here. The Phoenix will do a fine job. Oh my god, we're going to pull the monk back. We're going to pull the monk back. That's literally what happened last game. Okay, that's annoying, but the monk is going to continue to go back, and the Phoenix will lock onto the tower, and it is going to do work. And here comes the flying machine in. It's going to damage this monk down. And oh my god, the flying machine is going to tank for the monk. It's going to, tank for the tower, and the monk goes back, and oh my god, the Phoenix takes the tower. Dude, I could not have drawn that up better. Okay, that was literally perfect. And now, with just a minute remaining in the game, all we need to do is focus up on defense. That's why a lot of the time it's best to sack damage. You got to be careful, though, but it's best to sack damage because the only reason we got away with that was because our opponent had less elixir. So yeah, I love that play right there. I love that. So he does not have a guaranteed way to get damage besides his giant, and we can stop a giant, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to go with this Phoenix, which is going to take out most of the Sparky, which I think was really good because the Sparky is the part that I'm worried about. Now that the monk is on cooldown, I can get good value out of my flying machine. We're going to go miner back here just to cycle. We're going to play 19 seconds of defense and just arrows come out here. Not really worried about the minion horde when there's no monk, my friends. And this should be GG's. There's no way this guy's going to break through this. These skeletons are going to kill this giant here, and we're just going to pop the ability to be safe. This is a GG's right here. Very nice win against a weird giant Sparky deck, but it's very nice that we were able to dominate once again in single elixir and get that sweet victory. Jeremy. All right. You know what the funny part is? I face all of these guys on stream. Shout out to my Twitch. His link is in the description. I'm live every day, and we're growing so fast, and I absolutely love it. So please consider dropping a follow if you want to see streams and some banger content. Okay, but now that that's out of the way, I face people like Jeremy all the time. I've literally faced Jeremy before, and it does not matter because I have no recollection of what he is playing because I don't know, my mind doesn't work that way. But I faced this guy like 4 or 5 times, I'm pretty sure. E-Giants. Oh, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, skeleton dragons are going to come down, and so is the phoenix to help out against this eye drag. Because this way, we're going to take out the eye dragon. We don't have to worry about him on offense anymore. We're going to take out this e-giant, and we're going to get a little mini counter push coming in here. So let's see what we force out of fisherman. Okay, so I've got to be really careful because this guy's running an off-meta e-giant deck, and I have no idea what he's playing. Like, I don't know what is in his deck. So I got to be careful. I definitely don't want to go lava there. Yeah, Scully King in the back is going to be better. He's going to tank for this bowler, and we're going to get a flying machine in just a second. I want to wait a little bit just to see. We're going to flying machine because if he was to like E-Giant in front of that, I don't know if he's back to E-Giant. I didn't count his cycle. But, ooh, we're going to get a nice arrows. We're going to keep this flying machine alive and kill this bowler. W flying machine. And now that his NATO is out, we can go with this nice little push here with this flying machine. And we should be able to get some meaty damage. I don't see him stopping this. Oh, the fisherman. Misplay by the Jeremy. Mr. Jeremy misplays with the fisherman. Forces out an arrows as well. And this fisherman will get no damage. I mean, yeah, I don't even think he gets one hit. This is beautiful, dude. This is actually beautiful. This is a thing of beauty, man. I love going up in single with just the right amount of aggressive offense in single elixir, and we didn't even go with the lava hound. So I love that. But yeah, you got to be really careful going lava against decks with the Inferno Dragon, because a lot of the time, if you're not smart, you're just going to feed him value and a counter push. So we're going to go Phoenix up high here, and we're going to go Tombstone. And we got to put the Tombstone over here because I was scared that the Bowler was going to push the E-Giant. But yeah, I mean, now that hindsight is 20/20, now that I think about it, we could have gone with that position with the Tombstone. So yeah, we're gonna give up like one E-Giant hit, but like look at the damage we've done with one Lava Pup and one Miner. And we're gonna go Lava Hound here to tank for this eye drag. The flying machine is going to take this eye drag out before the lava dies. A little sloppy from me because we took a bit too much damage. Arrows come down, Miner's coming down, and we're just gonna be able to Tombstone. Since my opponent has to spend all of his elixir to defend his tower so that he doesn't lose his tower, he is not going to be able to back up this E-Giant. That is how you win E-Giant games. If they cannot afford to play, they can't afford to play offense and defense. So you've got to apply the right amount of offensive pressure and hopefully get them to spend too much on defense so they can't back up their E-Giant. It only works if they go E-Giant first, though, so you got to be smart. And so here I'm going to be just minering, probably. Like, this is not a bad idea at all. We're going to get some chip damage. Yeah, and we got to switch up our miner spots because he was expecting it in the right, and we dominated by putting it in the left, and we got extra 200 damage. I wanted to make sure those arrows hit tower. I wanted to hit the eye drag so we keep the flying machine alive, but sadly, a little misplay from my part. But still, I wanted to get him down to 299 so I can get him within double arrows range. And it looks like another E-Giant, so we got to be patient here. His tower's low, but we just got to be patient. Make sure we're wrapping up these E-Giants. I find it really weird that he gets knocked back by the Phoenix Egg. That's crazy. I mean, that's actually kind of... He's a big boy getting knocked around by a little Phoenix death spawn, so that was kind of weird. But yeah, it's a beautiful lava because we're going to be able to Tombstone, arrows the Tombstone. I really apologize. In case he was to go Tombstone in front of the lava to avoid it from taking his tower. But we outplayed him, and we dominated another E-Giant player. Nobody from Hog Riders. Let's see what he's running. If I had to take a guess, if I was a gambling man, I would say Hog Rider, but I'm not a gambling man, and it doesn't look like Hog Rider. So, Zap Barbaro? I have no idea what this is. I'm gonna be real with you, I have no idea what he's playing. Oh, Balloon. Is it Balloon Cycle? Oh, he's got Valk? Okay, I have no idea what this is, guys. This is a tricky part of Clash Royale. When you're playing an opponent when you have no idea what they're playing, it takes a whole different level of skill to actually be able to take this W. Because you got to be smart, you got to be patient, and you got to just slowly discover what they're playing. And this is a W flying machine. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Because... do I even have to explain it? I mean, the defense to offense. Just, we're going to get value on defense, and we're going to get value on... offense. Yeah, before I saw the Executioner come down. Okay, but we're going to put the Drags out of range of this XC, and we're going to Miner on the XC just a second. Yeah, Miner coming down. Maybe an Arrows. We draw this Valkyrie back. She's going to protect the Executioner, and you already know the skeleton dragons aren't going to splash anything, so we're down 500. Against an executioner deck, 500 is very good. I mean, I'd rather not be down 500, but still, that's pretty good. We're going to go Phoenix, and we're going to go King. He's going to splash everything up here. This is a W. That was weird. He gets an extra executioner hit, but we're going to punish him with the flying machine here, and I don't know if that was a good play, my friend. I do not know. Oh, yeah, he's low. This flying machine is locked and loaded, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that, we are going to take this damage lead, and he is... Okay, good zap. But, yeah, we just... How the turntables, ladies and gentlemen, how the turntables. Because that was beautiful. We found a little overcommit mistake from our opponent, and we were able to capitalize on that. I'm going to go be careful if he's going balloon opposite lane. I'm not too sure. We're just going to Skelly Drags like this. Safe skeleton dragons out of range of the executioner. We're going to go King, and we're going to go Phoenix on the miner so that the tower can help out against this balloon earlier. And then we're also going to flying machine in case he somehow gets rid of our Phoenix. I don't know how he would be doing that, but just in case, it's happened before, like tornadoing the Phoenix away. And now we've got such a big counter push coming in here. We're going to get the arrows popping as well. All the executioner distracted by the miner. That's huge. And just like that, we're going to take a W against executioner. Wow, dude, that was good. It's tough to take out executioners with this deck, but we managed to stomp on this guy. So that was a very good dub. I'm proud of that dub. I'm proud of that. We were able to stomp on our opponents and get a variety of good W's in the video. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day, and let me know how you do with this deck in the comments.